Thanks.
There.
Well, yeah.
This is it?
This is our first vlog.
No, we can't start without telling me.
Oh.
Did you even check it?
It's recording. You can tell by the flashing red light.
Yeah, I knew it was recording, but did you check it? Because you just checked all the others and then you changed something, but you didn't check it. What if it's all off?
I think it's good. Do you want me to check it?
Yeah. And then tell me if we're gonna start. So I need to not look like a doofus.
Well, hi. This is our first vlog post. I'm Ann.
I'm Rachel.
And we'd like to talk about the nature of blogging and is it intrinsically narcissistic because...
It's all about you.
Yeah, it is about you. Or
talking
me.
about ourselves.
Yes.
That's kind of narcissistic.
It is kind of an introspective sort of... do you think that our generation is whinier and is more self-absorbed? Yeah.
I think people know that we're whinier. I mean, it's not a good way to put it. I think people hear about us whining more than other generations because we have more channels to whine in.
Yeah, I think that's... Maybe we're not necessarily whinier, more that we have more opportunities to whine.
Yep.
Because Facebook is a platform for whining.
Internet in general.
Yeah.
You don't just complain to your counselor or like your friends anymore. Now you tell everybody who...
Friends, acquaintances.
Yeah. People we've never heard of.
People that you knew in 3rd grade.
Anybody could watch this and hear us complaining about narcissism.
They could.
You know? Who knows?
Right.
So, yeah. That's all we want to talk about with narcissism. Funny thing about that is that it's kind of ironic, but you probably picked up on the irony already.
I like irony.
And that's why we started with that, because Anne likes irony, which may become more evident in future vlogs, if we do more vlogs. But that was just one thing we wanted to talk about. Another thing we wanted to talk about, which we wanted to discuss in our first vlog, is why we're going to Hollywood. And we wanted to discuss this because we're vlogging because we're going to Hollywood, and otherwise we wouldn't be. And maybe it's narcissistic to be going to Hollywood and telling everybody about it, but we figured we'd at least let you know the reasons. And we're not going to whine about it because we're actually excited about it. So, want me to go first, or you want to?
Sure. Yeah. I can't remember what I was going to say.
Okay, well, maybe it'll come back to you. Well, I wanted to be really honest with this, about why I'm going to Hollywood, because probably the people who care about me most are going to watch it, at least initially, and you're the ones I'm talking to the most, people who watch it right away. It's hard to get down into the deep soul-searching stuff right off the bat, but Hollywood for me is a very scary place, somewhere I don't feel like I belong, but it's somewhere I still want to go, which is maybe a weird thing, but it's a mission to go there, like in the missionary spirit, not just Mission Impossible. It could be
definitely Mission Impossible.
It could be that too, but I was thinking of it more in the missionary spirit. But it's about changing the culture and about making the place a better world to live in. Because I think people deserve to see more truth and beauty in the world, because it's important to see that, and it will change your life actually if you are able to see more truth and beauty in the world, and you're not so absorbed in all the ugliness that surround you that you think it's the only thing there is. And so I'd like to really show that to people if possible. And I think films are a great way to show that beauty, because films include so many different varieties of art. They have the visual art, the oral, they have the written, like what you speak, and you can sing, you can have the music, so 2 different kinds of oral art in there. Yeah, and then just what you see in a movie, what you feel, the story, and everything is so powerful. It can really get you in your heart. which can be a lot stronger than what you hear in your mind, which is a lot. I mean, people advertise and try to advertise to your heart because they know that it's going to be able to overpower your mind about 9 times out of 10. But it's not about...
Must have.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger, yeah.
Yeah. It's not about choosing or trying to trick people into it, but to find a way to speak to them where they're not already closed off and they're not prepared for you, so that they'll be able... Because a lot of people have chosen to block out any avenues to the truth because they're afraid that they'll get hurt. But when you speak straight to the heart, it opens up those avenues back up to the mind, because then they start searching for it. And when you're actively searching for something, if you're actively searching, you're going to find it. And so it's not about like converting people, but I mean, not in the like... It is about converting people, but not in the converting right then and there on the spot kind of effect.
Is it about telling stories that will reaffirm the importance of the good and the true and the beautiful?
Yeah, that's...
Facilitating that?
Yeah, for me it's more the facilitating, because I want to go into the film production aspect of it. But yeah, just being able to speak to the human heart so that people feel open again to beauty and truth, and we'll have to vlog about beauty and truth later, because...
Yeah, you said something that I'm kind of curious about too, about truth hurting, so...
Yeah. So we'll have to vlog about that more to get into the meaning of it, because it would take a really long time now, because it's a discussion that kind of can go on forever.
We've been talking about this stuff for an entire summer already, so...
Yeah, we've been having quite a few talks. But that's the basic reason, is it's an avenue of opening people's hearts. And the reason you'd want to open someone's heart is to make them happy, because it's really painful for me to see so many people who are unhappy, not because they choose to be, but because their choices have resulted in them not being able to know any better or have any other options. So that's, I think, a good sum up for me, a basic sum up. How about you?
For me, it's a question of, it's a responsibility in a way. That's how I've sort of come to see it. Someone told me once, before they made a really critical life decision, that they owed it to themselves and to the people around them to explore a very difficult vocation, for I guess, for lack of a better word, and they felt compelled to do this to make sure that you don't want to fail for want of trying, and I don't want to rule Hollywood out because I never had the courage to try it. And Hollywood's always been something I've kind of dreamed of doing, and never until the summer thought maybe I could. So
yeah, me too. It'd be great if we could ever get there. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You have to be
some indie
so connected
producer
to get into that stuff, though.
If you're really lucky.
Rich helps too. We aren't rich.
No. College students.
Yeah. But this might be a good.
If you like our vlogs, send ramen.
Yeah.
And we'll keep making them.
I've only got 4 bags left. That would be good. That's a good way to contribute to this. But yeah. So that's basically it. We'll definitely give you some more info and talk about some more stuff later. Maybe not always as serious as this. Sometimes maybe more serious, I don't know. Truth and Beauty vlog sounds like it might be kind of
heavy.
Serious and heavy.
Yeah, but we could talk about something, fun, like, I don't know, the latest Bourne movie, or...
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we talk about movies a lot. But doesn't mean you have to listen. But yeah. So, is that about it? Should we do something fun to end? Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Looks like it's crooked. So what if we started with narcissism to discuss the blog,
Yeah.
and then say, speaking of narcissism, we're going to Hollywood.